growth happens when you go through hardships, uncomfortable times. So like, I almost want to say like the worst period of time you're going through, like it's going to be just as good on the upside. You got to continue because that's when the biggest, best rewards and the best growth will happen.
Welcome to the Marketing Boost Solutions Podcast. Join host Marco Torres, along with expert guests, as they deliver incredible, proven solutions to your marketing challenges in each power-packed episode.
Welcome to another episode of the Marketing Boost Solutions Show, where today we will delve into the business and marketing strategies that drive the success of our guest today, a top athlete. Today, we're thrilled to feature Sarah Bäckman, a powerhouse in the world of arm wrestling and a master of personal branding. She was born in Stockholm, Sweden. Sarah started her arm wrestling journey at the age of 13 or 14 under the mentorship of WAL elite athlete Malin Kleinsmith. Sarah transformed from an overweight, bullied kid into a champion, winning 8 world titles, 8 European titles, and 11 Swedish titles in record time. Her remarkable achievements catapulted her into the spotlight, even landing her a spot on the Swedish version of American Gladiators. In 2013, she took a pause and moved to Florida, found her husband, and now at age 25, she's not just competing, she's strategically positioning herself to dominate the sport again. Her story is a master class in leveraging personal narrative and achievements to build a powerful brand. Join us as we explore Sarah Bäckman's inspiring journey, her approach to personal branding, and her plans to conquer the arm wrestling world once more. Stay tuned. I'm going to play a quick video.
Sarah Bäckman is an 8-time arm wrestling world champion who has proven her incredible strength and focus in competitive sports. She's also a professional model who demonstrates that beauty and strength perfectly coexist. Her success in modeling challenges traditional stereotypes and inspires others to embrace their unique talents and passions. Sarah has ventured into professional wrestling as part of WWE and appeared as a cast member of the Swedish version of American Gladiators, showcasing her athleticism and charisma to captivate audiences with her determination and skill. She is an unstoppable force, using her platform to inspire others to overcome life's challenges as the national spokesperson for the New Hope Foundation in its battle against HPV cancer. Her journey is a testament to the power of the human spirit. Discover the power of determination and resilience firsthand by booking Sarah Bäckman for your next event. Contact us today to learn more about how Sarah's inspiring story can empower and motivate your audience to embrace their own unique strengths and conquer life's challenges.
Thank you, Sarah. So welcome back to the show. Tell us, let's get into your story. You said you were overweight, chubby kid and it went from there, from being bullied into being a champion.
Yeah, no, exactly. I grew up in Stockholm, Sweden, and I was not an athletic kid whatsoever. I was always a little bit bigger, picked on, bullied because of it. You know how cruel kids can be. And one day in the cafeteria, the recreation leader of the school, he put up his arm like this over the counter. And I was like, okay. And I grabbed on, I grabbed his arm and we started arm wrestling. And he was like, dang, Sarah, you're strong. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He's like, no, but that's some serious power. And then a couple of days went by and he was like, hey, Sarah, actually, I'm thinking I'm going to host an arm wrestling tournament. And I think I'm pretty sure you're going to win this. So, and he actually did it. He hosted this tournament in the cafeteria, and this competition took months to complete because all the students, there was like 100 students from all different grades, but they could only come to meet during lunch breaks, things like that. So it took a long time for this competition to finish, but I won literally every match
Wow.
And I won. And that was like the first time in my life at that point that I was like, I felt good at something, right? And people started to respect me because I actually won this tournament. That was this big deal in my school then. So this same recreation leader, he was like, you know that there's a woman here in Sweden, and she's a world champion arm wrestler. You can actually do this as a sport, and she has a movie, and this movie had just been released like the year prior. So he bought the movie for me, and I went home and watched this movie, and it changed my life. Like I saw this woman, her name is Heidi Anderson. She lives, so Sweden is very long. If you look on the map, she lives in the north part. Stockholm is center, but she lives in the very top of Sweden, on top of the globe, right? And she lives in this village called the Solitude, which, how crazy is that? And in this village, the whole family lives. Everybody's related, grandpa, cousins, siblings, everybody live in houses scattered in this village. Everybody arm wrestle, and everybody are world champion, either in the senior category, plus 50, plus 40, women, men, kids, like they're all just like this arm wrestling community up there. So I was in awe. I was so inspired. We looked up local club and team in Stockholm, Sweden, and me going there. It was November 19, 2006. I'll never forget the day. It was a Sunday, and me and my mom went to this club, and I saw literally 20 people, and 10 of them were blonde women with big muscles, climbing ropes, doing pull-ups, arm wrestling each other. And I had never seen anything like it in my life up to that point. I thought it was the coolest thing. I wanted to be like them. My life changed forever in that moment. And since then, I was obsessed. All I could think about was arm wrestling. I lost the weight that, because I was overweight. I got in shape in 3 months, and I started competing after 3 months, and I literally won every tournament I attended. Like at age 15, I won the junior category and the senior category, which is, below 18 years old and above 18 years old. So I just knew in my heart that this is my thing, this is my purpose, this is it.
Wow.
And yeah, that's how it started.
Yeah, that's a great story. I wish that when I had grown up, when I was growing up, it was considered a sport or something
Mhm.
because I was good at it myself, actually.
Yeah.
I enjoyed arm wrestling. I would take on people much bigger than me,
Oh
and
yeah.
there's techniques to it that
Hmm.
make it work. So tell us about the techniques a little bit to be a champ, I'm
Right.
gonna let me show your YouTube page here where I see you taking on some huge guys.
Yeah, so arm wrestling is not so much about size. A lot of people think that the bigger the muscle, the stronger you are. And of course, muscle size is important, but more importantly in arm wrestling, it's about tendon strength, uh, wrist strength. So you will see like a dedicated arm wrestler, they actually they focus a lot of energy on their hand and wrist, because that's where it starts. Once the match starts, this is where the control happens. If you don't have this, but you're strong, let's say in your muscle, you may be able to pull back, but lose your wrist. And once it's gone up here, it's going to be
Boom.
very hard to fight,
Yeah.
So it's
Whoever
not,
wins that first curve or that
yeah,
first twist or whatever is
yeah,
pretty much likely going to win the whole thing.
yeah, exactly. And there's some basic techniques in arm wrestling. We have the top roll where you put pressure on somebody's hand and you go towards yourself like this. And then we have technique where you go inside. Uh, there's a lot of different ways to go. And you will learn that the more advanced you get. But the basic
Mhm.
is top roll and hook.
Right. And then you put your body weight into it if you can. Are there
Yeah.
rules against that or no? Can you put your body weight into it?
So
Like,
the two rules that are like important to remember is your shoulder cannot touch your hand. You cannot be so close so you actually touch. You
uh-huh.
So that's one rule. And the other rule is one foot has to be in touch with the ground at any time. So you may put up your feet onto the table, push in any way, as long as one foot remains
At
on.
least one foot stays down. I see a lot of these huge guys make the mistake of they're like leaning back, hoping
Yeah,
they're going to be able to come back from that
exactly.
angle. And it's
And
like there's no way they're coming
yeah,
back from that angle.
exactly. And that's an instinct. That's a very natural instinct. You think that you're going to hold on and you'll be stronger this way. But the more you open up, and a lot
Done.
of people will say that you're cheating because, oh, but you put your body weight into it, like you're supposed to, because here you don't have much strength. So you have to stay connected. You have to stay tight, because then there's still a chance for you to come and pick it up and work around it and potentially win the match.
It's time to wow, surprise, and impress your clients with the most powerful customer draw card available anywhere. The Marketing Boost Solutions Show is brought to you by Marketing Boost, where you can get valuable travel and restaurant incentives to drive your leads from prospects to paying customers. Now you can offer complimentary hotel stays in over 130 destinations worldwide. Go to marketingboostsolutions.com and try it for free right now.
You're on a mission, and one of the things I love about what you're doing is the long term. You're looking to get this into schools in America and Canada, I believe. But tell us about that project, getting this into as a sport for children in schools throughout the country, and the YMCA and whatnot that you're working on to get more people involved in the sport.
Yeah, so arm wrestling is such a great community, and it's inexpensive. All you need is another person and a table, arm wrestling table to be legit. But I walked the walk, right? Like I discovered arm wrestling in school because in Sweden, where I'm from, it's recognized as a sport. You're an athlete as if you're a soccer player there, So in America, it's not really there yet. So if we can bring arm wrestling to the kids, I mean, I have gotten for selfish reason, like I've got so many amazing opportunities due to arm wrestling. There's a lot of growth that can happen from being good at any sport, but arm wrestling, like it cost me, like I'm here in America today due to arm wrestling. So there's a lot of opportunities, and if we bring this awareness into schools and kids early on, they can maybe stay out of trouble. They find a community in the arm wrestling world. It's an amazing community. Like the arm wrestling world is the best people I know, and I know everybody will agree. Like everybody that's in the arm wrestling community will agree with this. Like you get friends for a lifetime.
Yeah, and you get into the gym and you get working
yeah.
out, and as
Oh,
you
yeah.
say, you get you get your life working on something versus let's play your video, one of the videos you have about promoting this in school. Let's see here.
Numerous schools are experiencing budget cuts and other financial difficulties, resulting in decreased after-school programs, sports, and physical activities for students. As a consequence, children are becoming bored and restless and are even more prone to bullying. In addition, this has a negative impact on a student's ability to concentrate, which often leads to a variety of issues such as fighting, drug abuse, problems at home, and poor academic performance, which in turn limits their future opportunities and prospects. By introducing arm wrestling, an ancient form of physical activity, we offer a time-tested solution that provides numerous health benefits for children of all ages, such as improving their physical fitness. Arm wrestling engages multiple muscle groups and increases motor skills while promoting overall strength and endurance without the need for weightlifting. Physical activity helps reduce stress and anxiety, leading to better mental well-being. Engaging in friendly competition and achieving...
So I won't play the whole video, but get an idea here of what we're doing on that realm. Sarah, tell us about how what the plan is to offer this to schools and get them involved.
Yeah, we're going to go on a little tour and market arm wrestling. The more we can market that this is an option, I think a lot of people will want to jump on board. Just that it just is such a, like I said earlier, inexpensive way to be active. Like a lot of kids just spend a lot of time on iPads and phones, and you don't even feel like you're training. Like I understand that, oh, but you go to the gym and it's hard, but like arm wrestling, it's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun, and then so they're gonna experience the fun, and they're gonna want more of that fun. And I think it's gonna spread like a wildfire once we get into a couple schools. I think more wants to join.
So what is the difference between the World Arm Wrestling League and House of Arms? Is that a different league of the of arm wrestling, or what do we have there?
World Arm Wrestling League is not a thing anymore. It was active between 2014 and up until COVID, but that was a big pay-per-view streamed event. They hosted tournaments nationwide and pay-per-views once a month. House of Arms is more of a federation where we can actually start to license, like people can actually become licensed professional arm wrestlers. So we're gonna try to make it more of a professional, like get away from the bar scene, that it's just like a hobby. This could actually be a career, a profession. So
Good, good. Because a lot of it is, I guess, promoted it, and I understand there's a campaign that they're also being worked on to get it in the bars, of course, across Canada and what in the U.S. But that's just kind of a fun route versus the professional route, I imagine.
but I think it's a good way to market there, because people associate maybe arm wrestling with the bar, but then they also realize that it's way bigger than that. So
Hmm. I want to play a little video about the arm wrestling, House of Arms, rather. Let's go with
The
that.
House of Arms Invasion Challenge, pull across the world. This event brings the excitement of arm wrestling to the YMCA and ignites the fighting spirit within you while enriching your community and helping you reach your individual potential. Our professional arm wrestlers and the House of Arms team will collaborate with each YMCA to create a fun, memorable, and rewarding day for YMCA members, staff, and personal trainers. Discover the ancient art of arm wrestling and
Oh,
experience.
this is the YMCA video, and also where we're going to be helping them generate leads across the country via Marketing Boost as they come in and find out about you, find out about arm wrestling, etc. So, uh, how long have you been involved in the HPV cancer drive?
this is a new
That's
thing. I
that's
was
pretty new,
notified.
right?
Yeah, I was notified about it in the last month, and I am so honored that they want to put me on that project. I think it's something I definitely want to stand for, fight for, help make better, bring awareness. So I'm super honored for that.
Cool. Well, that's yeah, we too are happy to be a part of it. It's part of why we're having you on this first probably of many interviews we'll have you on, where we talk about what you do, how you help the, Cancer Society, and we're also sponsoring with Marketing Boost and Sarah the D3 Day nonprofit, which is a nonprofit that supports children with disabilities and encourages them to move on from their disability and step up and be successful and do things. You're going to hear more and more about D3 Day nonprofit as well.
Is your business on autopilot yet? Do you have automation in place to capture, nurture, and convert prospects into clients via email, SMS, ringless voicemails, appointment setting? Get all the inbound and outbound marketing tools in one place. Go to marketingboostsolutions.com for more on automating your business so you can make money while you sleep.
Sarah and I are going to be at Patriots Fest May 18th in Aurora, Illinois. This is Saturday. We're recording this on Wednesday. So by the time this goes live, this event may be gone, but there'll be another Patriots Fest in September of this year in North Carolina. So pay attention to that. And it's not it's not a political rally. It's an opportunity. If you love God, family, and this country, you're going to want to participate regardless of what party or political affiliation you have. And it's all about celebrating our veterans and supporting the Navy SEALs, Green Berets, veterans from Vietnam, the Gulf Wars, and World War II with music and party. So this event coming up soon, we'll have Three Doors Down, Ted Nugent, Big and Rich, Cowboy Troy, Demon Jones, Creed Fisher, Matt Oakley, and we'll also likely have Sarah Bäckman on the stage demonstrating what arm wrestling is all about. So you're gonna, if you're in the Chicago, Illinois area, Aurora at the Piazza, join us this Saturday. I'm going to see if I can get this video live before that so we can see if we can get some more eyeballs and more visitors to the Piazza. So you're going to have a table at this event, I understand, and promoting wrestling at this event, Sarah?
Yes, yes, we will get an opportunity to showcase arm wrestling, show that a woman can arm wrestle. My colleague Corey Miller will be there too, and he's a 160-pound guy that can also beat big guys, professional arm wrestler. So we will break stereotypes, showcase arm wrestling. So it'll be awesome.
Cool. I'm tempted to want to go against you, but I don't want to lose my entire shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm
It'll be easy.
I'm too old for this. You're gonna have to go real easy on me.
No worries.
All right. Well, let's talk one thing before we go. I'd like to talk about the business of arm wrestling and of your sport. Does it, how do you see your future in it as a business? Is it, because as an independent athlete like you are, do you get sponsors easily? Or what do you do?
Yeah.
And I love your branding efforts that you've been doing as a model and what have you. How do you see yourself moving forward in this world and in this sport and in turning it into a business for yourself?
Right. So it's pretty much on yourself to market yourself. In my case, I just want to prove, it's always been my mission, bringing more women into the sport, prove that you can still be very much a woman and feminine, but also super strong. In Europe, in Sweden especially, we are way ahead than United States. If you go to a tournament there will be stacked classes with women, and they're all pretty strong Vikings. In America, it's very hard to make women understand that it's okay to be both. There's a stereotype, there's something in the way there, and I need to break that down and show that it's possible and you can make a life for yourself. So that's like the mission, and because of that, you can start selling merch, appearance fees, how to bring in revenue. Social media is huge these days, how you market yourself there. So it's all work in progress. I don't think anybody has really figured it out. We're all just trying our best.
Mm-hmm. So let me share, folks. You can find Sarah on YouTube here, Sarah Bäckman, on YouTube. Do a search for that. She's also got her Instagram page with plenty going on there to follow her. The links are all in the show notes down below. So look for the show notes to how to find Sarah and get her on stage. She's a guest speaker often to motivate people on. Tell us about that. Tell us about your guest speaking appearances and the subjects you cover.
Yeah, so I have done a lot of different things. I have done everything from like bachelor parties to nursing homes, just business events. It depends on what the mission for whatever the event is. Sometimes I speak about conquering goals. I also hold seminars for actual arm wrestlers that just want to go from like a mediocre arm wrestler to like maybe more skilled. And also sometimes it's just for people working hard with whatever business they are. a night of fun. They just want to test their strength. The best part is like when the guy that has never lost an arm wrestling match and he benched this much in high school 30 years ago, and then I beat him. Like it's always a good time. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for sure.
Awesome. Well, Sarah, I look forward to meeting you Saturday
Likewise.
in Chicago, in Aurora. And before we go, do you have any words of wisdom? Our community is mostly entrepreneurs, business owners that are often facing that lonely journey of being an entrepreneur at home. Nobody's patting them on the back when they're going through their struggles daily to make payroll, to cover the marketing expenses, to figure out how they're going to pay the bills, and they still got to keep the website live and up and the Facebook ads running. And what do you tell, do you have any words of wisdom to the listeners out there, to inspire them to keep going and keep fighting to win in the world of business?
Yeah. So one thing I have learned on my own, and I see it's a recipe for a lot of other people that made it. Growth happens when you go through hardships, uncomfortable times. So like, I almost want to say like the worst period of time you're going through, like it's going to be just as good on the upside, but you have to just continue one step in front of the other. It's going to get better. That's one thing I have learned. That the only way up when you're, or like, how do you say, like when you're down, that there's only one way, and that's up. But you cannot lay down and just give up. You got to continue, because that's when the best rewards and the best growth will happen.
Absolutely. You don't need to see all the way down the path either. You could, as long as you can see the next step, then you can keep moving forward.
True. Very true.
I'm so excited to be working with you, Sarah, and helping your causes with Marketing Boost. We're going to be, folks, stay tuned to that. Again, in the notes below, we're going to have links to the cancer community, the HPV FU Cancer Society that we're supporting, the D3 Day. And if you like the content that we brought to you today, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're new to the Marketing Boost Solutions podcast, subscribe to the show, share this with somebody. And if you got any questions for Sarah, write them, give us a comment below in the YouTube channel here, or Rumble, or wherever you saw this, and we will gladly get back to you. So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Marketing Boost Solutions podcast. Thank you. Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Boost Solutions podcast with your hosts, Captain Marco Torres. Now it's on you. Take the next step now. Go to marketingboostsolutions.com for more on how you can wow, delight, and surprise your clients with the most amazing draw card on the planet. So stay thirsty, my friends. Stay thirsty for knowledge. See you next time.